Well, like John said, my name is Lawrence McClure. I come from DeSoto, Texas. So why Oklahoma State? Why did I make the transition up to be here? Well, a couple of friends of mine and I of course was a part of the DeSoto marching band, and then I came to Oklahoma State and became a part of the Oklahoma State marching band. But a couple of my friends and I were hanging out in the band hall in DeSoto, Texas, and my friends, they knew what they wanted to do with their futures. They're like, oh, I'm going to get this degree. I'm going to go to this college. It's ranked for this and football and this and that and this and that. And so, yeah, sure. I know what I'm going to do. This is great. Yeah, totally. And I started to inquire more about college and the decisions that they made. And they started to pick up the hint, you're not quite sure where you want to go. And I said yes. And so they knew that I wanted to pursue an engineering degree. Because I like to take apart electronics, try to put them back together, gather some of the circuits and make some new things with it, be good with my hands. And one of my friends suggested two schools, the University of Texas in Arlington, Texas, and Oklahoma State University, because I wanted to stay close to home, but not too close, right? And so, all right, let's see what old Stillwater has to offer. And so we made the 4-hour journey up, my family and I was floored. The orange was amazing. It just stood out, and just the people were so kind and so nice, and diversity was truly honored. I mean, I walked up this alumni center on one of my first visits, and I noticed that they had honor to different diverse groups of people. And in particular, I was really captivated by, there was one African-American male who was an outstanding senior of significance. And I was like, wow, one day I would like to do something like that, right? And so, hey, Mom, Dad, I think I made my decision. I want to go to Oklahoma State University. And so I came up to Oklahoma State, and an advisor of mine, his name was Travis Griffin, amazing man. He came out and he made an introduction, the difference between electrical engineering technology. For those who are involved in that discipline, you know the difference. But the one being more hands-on, that was interesting to me, and some more practical. That's the kind of way my brain works, right? And it served me well since graduating college. And I'd like to tell you a bit of that journey. So that's what I'm going to get into tonight, is kind of walk you through my journey, just kind of the rap sheet that John explained, and drop some nuggets along the way that I picked up that hopefully you can draw from these nuggets in your pursuit in your career and advancement of success. And so without further ado, let's dig in. So the first nugget that I gleaned from my journey was take a stand, even when it hurts. Let me tell you a story. About a month into my college career, I'm a big body freshman, okay, excited to take on the world, just take it down by the horns. And my friends and I were hanging out on a Sunday night. Things were going well. We like to hang out, talk, try to get girls, and just be cool. You know what I mean? Do the thing, And so on a Sunday night, things drew to a close. We're about to head to bed, my roommate and I. And it's 1 a.m. It's college. We're living a life. Okay? And, I got class in the morning. And then I realized, oh, no, I have a lab due tomorrow morning, and I didn't do it. And I'm like, oh, I'm panicking. Okay. So I tell my roommate, he didn't care. He was a business student. He just went to bed. Like, forget this. Oh, God. Okay, really? Okay. And so I'm like, oh, man, what am I going to do? Okay. And so, I was very poutedly, I gathered my stuff, and I made the trek toward an old, now demolished Cordell Hall. It's gone. Okay, but it's okay. We're going to make it. But, I made the trek toward the engineering center at the time to do the lab. But on my way, I stopped. And I was so upset. And I just stood there for a moment and was like, man, it is 1:30 a.m. and I'm about to go to do classwork. And I was like, I can't call my mom. She'd help, but she wouldn't know what to do. That's just going to frustrate me more. My best friend, he went to bed. He didn't care. And so, in the beginning of my career, remember I looked out in that hallway and I saw that picture and I said, man, I want to do something like that. I want to be one of the top significant seniors. I want to be excellent in my work and what I do. And so I had made a resolve in the beginning that no matter what it took, that my education came first, no matter what I had to sacrifice, even if it was sleep, even if it was a night of fun with my friends, I set a goal and I did whatever it took to attain that goal. And so that's the first nugget I want to drop along the way in this journey. Set a goal and take a stand, even when it hurts, no matter what, attain that goal. So the next nugget I want to drop along the way, the third year of my academic career, I had the opportunity to study abroad. And if you haven't inquired about the opportunity, looked into it, I would highly recommend doing it. It is an amazing, amazing experience. As you heard from my friend John, he said that I studied abroad in Reykjavik, Iceland. No, he was not lying. It happened. It really did. My friend and I, we actually made one of the first vlogs. I was the first one to vlog. Don't let anybody else tell you differently, okay? It was me. All right, so we made a vlog. I didn't know it was called vlog back then. But it was just kind of a video account of our experience. It's 20 episodes. It was called The Icelandic Chronicles. You will never be able to find it. I've hid it so deep, I think. The internet. Okay, but it was called Icelandic Chronicles. And it was just really inspirational just for engineers, for diverse engineers especially. Hey, get outside of your shell. Travel the world. It's possible, especially with such a wonderful university, to make the opportunity available. And so we studied abroad, and that semester was one of the most incredible, invigorating, treacherous, arduous, depressing semesters. It was very difficult, but it was awesome at the same time. I drove a snowmobile in glaciers. I flew an airplane. It was amazing. I drove a stick shift for the first time. It was incredible. But it was difficult because my course load, the teachers resolved to teach in Icelandic. And I remember the first day I went to class, and my teacher could speak English. I went up to him at the end of class, and I'm one of the top students my freshman, sophomore year. I sat in the front of the class. I introduced myself to the teacher. I did all of the things that you need to do to be a successful student. All right, same should translate over in another country. Hello, sir. I'm an American, and I'm here to take your Icelandic course, your engineering course here in Icelandic. But I don't speak Icelandic. I was wondering if we could have some one-on-one tutoring sessions, so that way I can kind of know what you're talking about, and be up to par here for when the test comes, and I can be able to be a success. He says, no, just read the book. You'll be okay. Okay. That sounds good. Is there maybe a couple of sessions that I can have with you, and then maybe we could go from there? No, everything I do is pretty much in the book. Okay, very good, very good. That semester was very difficult. I did read that book. It was not in Icelandic, it was in English, so it's okay. It's okay. We did it. It's okay. I learned a lot, but you guys know how it is. Teachers make tests the way they make tests, and so that's why you have to go to class. You got to know what's on the test, right? And so, of course, we had 3 tests that semester, and that was the only things accounting toward the grade. Very difficult semester. But I learned a lot from that semester. I learned how to hunt. I learned how to study, how to acquire information that I needed. It was pretty much a survival semester. And so that's one of the nuggets I want to drop along the way about success. Define what success is for you. Success in the real world, by the way, is not measured on a 4.0 scale. It's not measured by pass or fail. First of all, it's measured by your credit score. Okay, wait, no, I'm just joking, not your credit. But it is measured by your audacity that in the face of opposition, in the face of setbacks, to get back up and resolve to continue to move forward. It's also measured by the amount of people that you help along the way and how you help them along the way. So I want to drop that little nugget as well. Well, we came back and took up my courses, and just to make me feel good about myself, hit another 4.0 semester. Took some easy elective courses, of course. I got to get my motivation momentum back, all right? But had a good semester and started to make the comeback with my grades, and I was able to attain the top 10 Senior of Significance honor here at Oklahoma State University. And it wasn't based solely on my GPA. It was on the diversity of activities that I was involved in. It was on the administrative relationships that I made, that I was able to be honored with such a just prestigious honor here at Oklahoma State. And so this is a nugget that you also want to take along your journey. Diversify your experience. Diversify your relationships. You don't have to stay in a box. You don't have to stay in a bubble. You can branch out because you have something to offer other groups of people as well. Okay? So, another nugget. How are we doing on time? Am I good? How are we doing? Are we good? No? Yes? Are you guys eating good? It's okay? We're going. Let's go. All right. So, another nugget. Who's in your corner? You know, in difficult times as you progress forward in your career, be it your college career, your post-college career, you have to define who's in your corner. I would always say if I just had one person who believed in me, I know that it's worth it to keep going. At times that one person I leaned on was my mom, my dad, my best friend. And then, of course, my last year in college, I found the love of my life, my beautiful wife, Malaysia. And we just, we trudged forward through difficulty of finishing that degree, of trying to find that job, right? And so identify those who give you energy, who you can feed energy off of, right? Identify those who drain energy from you. Increase positive influences, decrease negative influences. This is what you want to aspire to attain on your journey, your path to success. Who's in your corner? The next nugget that I drop along the way is find your place. So upon graduating Oklahoma State University, I took a job in Tulsa. It was a good opportunity, but just wasn't the right fit. And so moved on down to Oklahoma City with my wife, and we wanted to start off, fresh, started clean slate. Oklahoma City, took a temporary job and took another job here, and then finally found a good fit. Finally found a fit that was a place that was for me. But it's standard when you graduate college. It's not always the case that you find your ideal position or job the first go around. If you do, yes, we made it, we did it, right? But you might transition a few times along the way. And if you do, though, at the places that you're at temporarily, ensure that you are contributing all that you can to the tasks that you're given. Be excellent in everything that you do. Serve that company well, because the most valuable thing that you could be offered in life is an opportunity. It's an opportunity. So cherish every opportunity that you're given. Find your place. So I found my place, KBR Wiley, and I was able, I loved their vision, loved what they were after, and I just loved the people that I worked with. They were willing to pour into me, to teach me, mold me as a young engineer, and I was able to serve their vision. And so I worked with excellence. I was able to contribute. They honored me for what I could bring to the table. And so I served well, served with excellence, and it was a great experience. But my next nugget, sometimes you have to take a leap of faith for what you believe, right? So while I was serving at that company, I felt a call, felt a drawing. You know what? This is a good time for us. I think we want to pursue the mission field. So I felt a call from my faith to go out and serve a church out in South Korea. And so we helped to build programs at that church. We helped to build a community at that church. And while we were out in South Korea, my wife and my newborn baby of 6 months, probably around 8 months at this time, we conceived our wonderful second child, Eliana, in South Korea. Wow, talk about crazy, right? But hey, I did it before. I didn't do children before, but in Iceland, difficult situations overseas. We can handle this. This is okay. But I never had a child overseas. This is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. They're not talking English. What do we do? But when you got that person in your corner, you have that resolve to attain the goals, to go get the goals that you set out to do. Resolve, hey, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stand no matter what it takes, right? And so we were able to get a great opportunity in South Korea, teaching at a young English institute. And then there we had our second child. Well, this English institute was a private institute. And due to unfortunate circumstances for the director, he had to shut down the school. He called me in one night. He said, "Hey, Lawrence." I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "I'm okay." "Okay, what's going on?" He says, "I have to shut down the school." I said, "Oh, man, at the end of the contract?" And he's like, "No, at the end of the week." Come again? 2 children now, and he's shutting down the school at the end of the week. Talk about a nightmare, right? But hey, we've done this before. Crazy experiences. Don't know how I'm gonna get out of it. Okay, well, we're gonna make it through this. But, by the grace of God, we had a great community that was willing to contribute to us, to help us to make it on back here to America, because that was the decision that we made. Hey, we got 2 children now. Let's slow things down. Let's settle down, and let's regroup. Get a new vision for our family now, and then move forward on that vision. And so we came back to America, and because of just that value to serve and serve well, the value to really give your all and to input and contribute with the opportunities that you're given. My job that I was at before I went to South Korea to do mission work honored the call and honored what I desired to do by that leap of faith. And they offered me an opportunity to come back and contribute again. And so I've been there for over a year now, and my capacity has increased by my amount that I'm able to contribute at the company. And it's just been such a wonderful time. I've been able to contribute greatly, and they've been able to pour back into me, and I continue to grow as an engineer. So, with that said, let's draw to a conclusion. Okay, here we go. Like I said, the most important thing that you can take in life is an opportunity, that you can take as an opportunity. Now, opportunities aren't always given to you. Sometimes you have to make opportunities available, right? Draw on the skills that you acquired and the values that you acquired along the way, even through your experiences here at Oklahoma State University, right? But, using those values, those nuggets that I dropped along the way, make opportunities available, take advantage of every opportunity available, but not only make opportunities for yourself, make opportunities available for others. Make opportunities available for others. So that way, you too can create a wonderful package, beautiful stories that you're able to pass down to the next generation. Thank you guys for your time. Thanks for having me.